I never thought I'd be doing it like this, but I've never seen an opportunity this great in crypto to the point where, like, if you have the right network, if you're in a group and they're listing good tokens and you have the capital, you can make, I'm not kidding, $1 million a month from this opportunity. It's crazy.
Yeah. Crypto, the opportunities are so finite.
Short.
It's this little
You have to
windows of
lock in.
opportunity, and you have to take advantage of that. But the problem is, and I see this all the time, is people try to use these strategies when the cycle's over. And that's where they just give everything back.
That's
bull
so
market,
true.
you have to have bull market strategy. Bear
100%.
market, either have to completely exit and walk away, or have bear market strategies to make money when things are down.
Do you short in the bear market?
I don't short as much as I used to, but like when I was in the stock market, I did stocks for 16 years.
Yep.
When I first got started, it was all long, but probably towards like the second, like third of my career in stocks, my specialty was all shorting.
Wow.
So when I would look at like Bitcoin, the Bitcoin 2018 bull market, I was like, you guys are all idiots. This thing's about to crash. Boom, it crashed. When I looked at the 2021 bull market, I was like, that's it. It's about to crash. It crashed. So I'm pretty good at identifying parabolic moves that are coming to an end, because it's just logic.
Yeah.
What goes up comes down.
But you don't learn
110%
that
of the time.
until your second cycle.
Yeah,
or your
yeah.
third
You don't learn
cycle.
it because there's so much FOMO and hype and enthusiasm being pumped into the atmosphere of crypto that you buy in. You drink the Kool-Aid, and you're like, oh, this isn't going down.
Yeah.
Like people are saying like, oh, there's no way I'd go back to 40K.
Yep.
Back to 40K, back to 20K, 16K.
Yeah.
And people don't realize too late that you have to be able to acknowledge bear market. You're like, oh, it's a dip, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yep. The dip that never stops dipping.
Yeah. And then by the end of it, it's the bottom of the bear market. And they're like, fuck, we're in a bear market.
Yep.
Like the bear market started a long time ago, bro.
We've been out of this shit for 8 months, G.
Yeah. So it's a very difficult game to time.
Yep.
And you're never going to do it perfectly. All you can ask for is to walk away with something.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I always say scale out.
Yeah.
But yeah, my strategy is cash out of everything. I won't hold anything in the bear market, and I want to buy back Bitcoin. And sometime in like Q4 of 2026 it's really when if you pull up the chart, you can see these repeating patterns every single time. So like Q4 after the election is extremely bullish. Q1 of that next year after the election, extremely bullish. Then you usually get a sell-off in the summer.
Yeah.
That happened, last bull market. We had all the way up to 64K in March. We topped and then dropped to 30K, 29K by July.
Yeah.
And then we had that final blow off. So I don't know if we're going to get the same. It never is the exact same.
Yeah.
But
all you
you'll
can
probably
look at
have
is the statistic of what is the probability of this happening again.
Correct. But the timings have been actually extremely accurate for when they end. But yes, it's probabilities, but they usually end in Q4 of the year after the election. So if I was to guess, we'll probably have like our first kind of blow off for Bitcoin around like March of this next year. And then for alts, probably it's always lagging a little behind because Bitcoin sells off, that money rotates. And then Bitcoin probably will rotate money into alts, and alts will have its blow off sometime in like April, May. And then I think we'll retrace a little bit, have kind of like summer chop. And then the final will probably be Q4 of next year.
Yeah. I think we got a lot more upside because we don't see, it's when you see prices that you're like, okay, this is just getting ridiculous.
Yes.
Like what the fuck is going on here? That's when you know it's like, okay, maybe this is starting to be an area where this is over.
Yeah.
And we haven't really seen that yet. We've seen some big pumps in memes, but only memes.
Yeah.
Memes are kind of the only assets out there that are seeing any sort of like big action.
Yeah, I really think memes are like the pristine asset class for this cycle. It's kind of sad because it's where the world is going.
I think it's embarrassing.
It is because money has eroded so fast and so much. And like when they printed 40% of the money supply in 2021 in a 12-month period during COVID, like that was it. Like they're throwing in the flag right there. Like we are living in a Ponzi, and you can study any other time when we had Ponzi's back in the Roman Empire. Like you look at the collapse of civilization, people start to try to find value in anything but the currency. And so now the currency that's more valuable than money is meme coins. And so, that's just a new form of money that we've recently created. And it's just a massive Ponzi that all retail and not even retail investors are flocking to. It's really wild.
I mean, it's definitely an enticing product because you see things going up so fast and you're like, that's like everyone's dream.
That's
It's
the
like,
tech.
shit, this is my opportunity
Yep.
to get out of this shitty situation that I'm in. So I can see why it's become so popular.
Yeah.
It just sucks when you see nothing else moving that's a real product or project that's being put together by real smart people, and it's the only things that are going up are these just kind of jokes of
I agree. I do have projects with utility though. I'm big on gaming. I think gaming is just another like one of those industries within crypto that intertwines so perfectly.
Yeah.
Like the in-kind, in-game currency, you can have wallets where you can actually earn in the game and then cash out. Like that's a real use case. And last cycle, we didn't really get to experience a full gaming bull run because it all kind of happened like at the exact top.
Yeah.
And then they started contracting the money, and we had that one game Axie
Yeah.
that just blew up. That would, you know, people did like 1,000x on that. I think because of that hype in that sector, they all work throughout the bear market. And now you have gaming companies and infrastructure plays like AVAX. They built
Yeah.
a whole gaming division. You have Beam, which is one of my biggest bags. That's
Beam is my largest futures position right now.
really, yeah, that's that. I'm betting the largest on Beam. The team behind it, the tokenomics is good, and they launched literally with like 1 month left in the cycle. So their pump was like 10 days last cycle,
Yeah.
and then it was over.
Yeah.
So I think they have so much potential. They've really built a lot during the bear market, and they have real games that people are playing. So I think when things get silly, like I would look for a real industry to be in is going to be gaming and AI.
Yeah.
Like AI, same thing. You have the GPU use case. You can rent the GPUs. You can do rev share with them. So once again, real use case, and you can tie a token to that, like Tau, BitTensor, and
Yeah.
now you have a real viable product with a sexy token that just shoots up.
Yeah.
So those are the two areas that I'm in besides Bitcoin and Solana that I think are going to do very well. But for right now, like I'm getting this money. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
waiting and doing nothing.
No,
I'm rotating all
the
this
money just flows, and you need to follow it
Exactly.
where it is. And memes
Yeah.
are the spot right now.
My strategy right now is I'm done allocating to my BNB portfolio. I've been in for over a year, like I
Yeah.
said. So that's just sitting, and I will start to scale out, you know, once our indicators tell us. But during the day, dude, I'm day trading memes. I'm running up bags every day, and then I rotate that into Solana.
Yeah.
So my Solana position's like literally 2x bigger than it was last week,
Yeah.
just from this meme rotation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at, and I think this meme shit just keeps getting crazier.